Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Today is Saturday, January 17th. I actually already posted a grocery haul video earlier today, so technically all of my bi-weekly grocery haul shopping is done, but this is something I picked up tonight and I wanted to start a new video with this. Now, for those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Janice. I live and work in Manitoba, Canada. I work at a Canadian grocery store chain called Sobeys, and I do some of my shopping there because we have our store is a Scene Plus sponsor, meaning you can earn and redeem Scene Plus points in store. Plus, I also have a small staff discount of 10% off my first $150 spent every week. So I do some of my shopping there, and the rest is usually done at Real Canadian Superstore because they have a PC Optimum points program there. And between the two, those points programs, I like to collect those points to save all year and use them at Christmas time each year towards grocery purchases. So I already did most of my shopping. Today is Saturday, January 17th, as I said, and I got paid just 2 days ago. I've done the bulk of my bi-weekly grocery haul already. That video went up earlier this evening. I don't get paid again for another 12 days, so I probably won't be doing a lot more shopping, but I thought I would just record this, what I picked up tonight, and start off the next video with this. So my daughter also works at Sobeys. We had to go back there at 8 o'clock tonight to pick her up after her shift. And I decided to grab this. She grabbed a 12 pack of this pop the other day, and it is really good. And she's basically said, okay, after each of you try one, my husband and I, now the rest of that 12 pack is hers. So, okay, cool. I decided to grab another 12 pack that we could have because it's really good, and it is a limited edition. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but what I'm hearing is that in the US, you cannot get Canada Dry ginger ale. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But it is actually quite good, and they've come out with several different limited edition, different varieties, different flavors. And I think this one might just be a favorite. This is really, really nice. So what I did is I just grabbed one. There was only one on the shelf, and I thought, okay, that's a sign. I better grab it. It's $8.99, and if you have a Scene card, then it's $1 off. So $7.99, and then my staff discount was 90 cents. So I paid $7.72. It's showing that my Scene Plus balance tonight is 10,131, which is $100 in Scene Plus points. I did earn points earlier today on my shop I did this afternoon, which I mentioned in my last video, and those will hit my account probably by Monday, a couple days from now. So that's not, that balance right here is not reflecting that, but it's not enough to put me up in the next increment. Right now I have enough points for $100. And even with the points I earned earlier today, that's not going to change that. It'll bump it up a little bit, but not to the next level yet. So that is what I picked up. Now, my staff discount every week goes Monday to Sunday. And between what I bought earlier today and this one single solitary item I bought tonight, I have $67.61 left of my weekly cap to get me through tomorrow, because Monday it resets. But I won't be buying a whole bunch more, because like I said, between Superstore and Sobeys, I already did a pretty significant shop for this pay period. So this clip is just to start off the next video. When the next one will be filmed, I'm not sure, because like I said, I don't get paid for 12 days again. If I happen to go to the store and get a couple of things to fill in between now and next payday, I'll tack that onto here. Otherwise, the next portion that you'll see will be my next full bi-weekly grocery haul. So you may not, even though it's January 17th right now when I'm filming this, you may not actually see this video for a week to 10 days, basically, kind of thing, or, you know, so just hang tight. But hopefully you'll enjoy it. Whatever comes next is what you will see. I don't know what that will be yet, but stay tuned. All right, today is now Sunday, January 25th, and these are actually items I picked up a few days ago. I bought these on January 21st. That was Wednesday evening. And I just now got around to filming them. I was working right through until, well, I worked Friday evening, and then I've had this weekend off. I've had kind of a pretty big significant flare-up of my one knee with the arthritis in my knee, so I haven't really been doing a lot this weekend. Today I'm feeling a little better, so I've got, you heard my timer go just now, that's letting me know the dryer's probably going to be done any minute. I've got potatoes in the sink there that I need to put on to boil. I've got bread going in the bread machine, so I'm taking advantage of the fact that today's a pretty good day, relatively speaking. I picked these up on Wednesday just because there's a couple reasons for this. The only thing I bought on Wednesday at Sobeys was these green split peas, because I am making a ham today. I have a large ham in the deep freeze downstairs. I thawed it out and I'm cooking it this afternoon. And so my plan was to get some green split peas. And once we have our ham dinner, then tomorrow, maybe before I go to work, I want to get some green split pea and ham soup going in my crock pot. So I bought that. That's the only thing I bought at Sobeys that night. I just grabbed it there because just convenience-wise, it was just handy. And it was only $2.29 for that package, so not too bad. So then my staff discount was 23 cents on that, so I spent $2.06. Did not earn any points on that, so 10,286 Scene Plus points is where I'm sitting, so still at the $100 mark of Scene Plus points. And then after that evening, my husband and I, we ducked over to Superstore. Actually, my daughter came too. She wanted to get a few things of her own, her snacks that she likes. And I went in there. If you recall from my previous video, I was talking about trying to get the Colgate because I had a points offer on it. And when I ordered it on the PC Express, they were overcharging me by a little bit. But I was able to go in store and get it for the price that the app had said, which was 88 cents a tube. And I needed to get them that night because it was Wednesday night and the PC Optimum offers expire on Wednesday night. So I needed to get them that night if I was going to do it at all. And it was, you had to spend 400 points, or $4 rather, to get points. So I did that. These were 88 cents each and I got 5. So that put me over the $4 needed for those. Just grab my receipt here. I think it was like $4.40 for the two of them. Yeah, $4.40 or $4.40 for the 5 rather. So 88 cents each. Oh, and there goes my bread machine in the background. Now it's done. And then while I was in there, like I said, I've been doing a stock up this pay period on pet food, and I bought a bunch of stuff on my last video of PetSmart and Petland, and I said I was going to go to Superstore. One of the locations typically carries this stuff. Not all of them do. The one I usually like to go to that's closest to me used to carry these things, but they don't anymore. But this other location that's not too much further, they have the rabbit litter, and they also have the Timothy hay, but he's pretty stocked on that for right now. We still have about a half a bag of litter, but I wanted to get another one, and we also needed a bag of budgie seed. As I've explained before, we used to have several budgies. Most of them have passed away of old age, and we're down to one budgie now. So this large bag will do for a while. Our 2 cockatiels will probably dip into it too, though. Even though they have cockatiel seed, it's similar to budgie seed. They'll probably just, you know, the one female cockatiel shares a cage with a budgie, and doesn't matter if one dish is budgie seed and one's cockatiel seed. The cockatiel doesn't care. She'll eat out of either, and so will the budgie. She will eat out of either dish as well. But at any rate, I had bought everything else that I needed to stock up on pet food except for budgie seed and rabbit litter, so I wanted to grab one of each of those. So at Superstore Wednesday night, I bought the litter for $15.49 and the budgie seed for $10.99, and then 5 tubes of Colgate for 88 cents each, or $4.40. So my total was $34.58. I earned 400 points on the Colgate. So I am sitting at, oh, I'm going to unwrinkle this here. It's been sitting in my purse. 21,195 PC Optimum points after earning those 400. Now, when I show you my Sobeys receipts, and it says you earned like a couple hundred points, and it shows you your balance, the points you earned aren't reflected in your balance. They take about a day or two to hit your account. This, at Superstore, when it's showing you earned 400 points, your closing balance is reflective of the points you earned. That's immediate. So that's one of the main differences between the 2 points programs. Anyway, so that's what I got there. And that is it. This is that was Wednesday the 21st. It is now Sunday the 25th when I'm filming this. I probably won't be buying too much else until later this week because I don't get paid until Thursday. Although I am thinking about going to Superstore because there is a sale on liquid laundry detergent, and I'm kind of debating about switching from Tide Pods to liquid detergent. So I may do that, and it's a limit of 4. I'm debating about maybe doing that, and if I do, I'd have to do that before this Wednesday before they go off sale. But that's it for right now. The only other thing we've done since is we had a gift card for Montana's, the restaurant, and then our family went to there last night, and you can also earn Scene Plus points at Montana's. And so even though we paid most of the bill with a gift card, regardless of how we paid, we still earned Scene Plus points on that. So those points, whatever we earned last night at the restaurant, should probably be on my account today. I haven't looked at my Scene Plus balance to see how many points we earned or what the balance is. But hey, that's another place to earn points. And if you so choose, you can also pay for your restaurant bill there with the Scene points too. I just prefer to earn them and then keep accumulating. For those that are interested, this is the loaf of bread that I just made in the bread maker. It's This is a recipe here if anybody wants to screenshot that or pause. I did the large loaf, which was a 2-pound loaf. And it came from this cookbook right here, the Company's Coming series. Now, I don't know, for those of you that live in the US, if you have this cookbook series or not. I don't believe that you do. This is the author. She has passed away in recent years. Somebody else has taken over. There used to be just like a list of a series of cookbooks, and now there's just like so many branch offs and so many sub-series and so many varieties and different types like this. There's a list of the recipes in there. In the back of the cookbook, there used to be a whole list of all the different cookbooks that there were. There's just so many now, I guess you can't even list them all. But yeah, this is the series, and I know you can, I live in Canada, you can get this series here at Superstore, Walmart, just about wherever. Even if you live in the US and you don't have this cookbook series in stores, you can probably get it online. Just search, I don't know if Amazon.com would have it, but I'm sure you could find it on some site. Just look up the Company's Coming cookbook series. I find them very, very easy to follow. Some ingredients are not things that are commonly found, but most are, and I find them just very easy step-by-step recipes to follow. Some of the recipes in here, I haven't used a lot of them yet, but some of them in this cookbook are for bread machine bread and some are other types of bread. But anyway, that's what I made this afternoon. Today is Monday, January 26th, and it is almost 9 o'clock at night. I worked until 7:30 tonight, and then I went over to Superstore to grab a couple of things. My husband has been saying that, you know what, we don't have a lot of fruit in the house, and he likes to take some fruit in his lunches for work, and I do too, but I thought, well, maybe I can just tough it out and hang in there till payday on Thursday this week. But I thought, no, you know what, there's a couple things. There's some laundry detergent on sale at Superstore I wanted to try and get, so I thought, let's go over there and I'll see about grabbing some fruit. Now, the laundry detergent that is on sale that I wanted, there's a limit of 4. It's a 4-liter Sunlight liquid laundry detergent. It was already sold out. Now, the sale runs until the end of business, or like until Wednesday night, basically. So I have until Wednesday evening to pop over there and get it. I may try and go back. We'll see. I mean, it was $7.99 for a 4-liter of Sunlight liquid detergent. I wouldn't have minded grabbing it, but it was sold out. So maybe I'll get over there again before Wednesday and try again. I'm not sure. But in the meantime, I decided let's grab some fruit and a couple of other things. The only thing that was on my offers that you can see here were the bananas, and they are very, very green. They're nowhere near ripe, but I decided to grab them just because they're on my offers, and they can sit in my fruit bowl on my counter over the next few days and ripen. Here's what I picked up. I grabbed these peanut butter Rice Krispie squares. Superstore carries them. I don't see them at my store at Sobeys very often, if at all. But they have been out of stock at Superstore for quite some time. So these are $2.67 limit of 4. So I grabbed all 4 just get the limit, because quite often they're out of stock. My husband likes to take them in his lunches for work, and I like to grab them and take one in my lunch as well. And they're actually really quite good. And then I grabbed this dill weed. I was looking at the no-name spices, the ones that are in the yellow bags. But they don't have dill weed in the no-name. So President's Choice is also store brand as well. And so I grabbed that. The loaf of bread that I made yesterday, or on this weekend, there's another loaf of bread in the same recipe book that calls for dill weed, and I don't have any. So there was not the yellow bag with the black packaging that says no name on it. They don't have dill weed in that no name brand, but they did have it in the President's Choice variety, which is also store brand. So I grabbed a bag of that. That was $5.99. And then to go along with the fruit, I grabbed a container of green grapes rather. These were $9. Typically my husband prefers red grapes over green, but could not find any red grapes in the store to save our lives. So green grapes will have to do for now. He will eat them and I like them, so it'll be fine. And then I grabbed a 3-pound bag of mandarin oranges. They were $6.99, and I checked. They seem to be pretty good. I don't feel any bad ones in there, so I think we're okay. Bananas, again, like I said, they're very, very green, but they'll ripen up. I'll set them in my fruit bowl on the counter over to my right over here, and they'll ripen up over the next few days. $2.38. And some Bartlett pears. They also seem pretty firm. They'll ripen up if I leave them out. Normally I put them in the fridge. I'll probably leave them out, let them ripen up a bit. That was $4.26. And then 2 mangoes. Neither my husband or I are big mango fans necessarily, but my daughter really, really likes them. And these were 94 cents each. 94 cents and limit of 4, but I just grabbed 2. And they are also really quite hard. So a lot of this fruit's going to be sitting out on the counter for a few days, which if this was summertime, I wouldn't do that because that would like really, really quickly attract fruit flies. You can get them in winter too, but it's not as bad. So I'm just going to leave these, probably the pears and the mangoes and the bananas all out on the counter. The bananas always sit on the counter anyway in a bowl, but I'm going to leave the pears and the mangoes out too and let them ripen up over the next couple days. And then finally, some blueberries. $4.48 for this container. This was just an 18-ounce container. $4.48, not the world's best price, but not bad. Only points I earned were 200 on the bananas. I spent $45.66. So, I earned 200 points. I have 21,395 PC Optimum points. So, I'm sitting at $210. No, pardon me. $20 of PC Optimum points. I get the conversion of scene points mixed up with the PC sometimes. Plus, it is 9 o'clock at night and it's been a long day. So I'm not really speaking clearly anymore at the end of a busy work day for me. So I'm at $20 of PC Optimum points right now. And I do have a continuity spend offer right now that if you spend $175 this week between last Thursday and this Wednesday, I'll get like $17.50 back in points. I'm not trying to do that. I just do not have the budget for that right now. So that's unfortunate that it wouldn't be next week after I get paid, but it is what it is. This does count towards that, but there's no way I'm going to go back and spend another $130 between now and Wednesday. I just don't have the budget for it. But this is what I picked up at Superstore tonight. Alrighty, so to wrap up this video, today is now Tuesday, January 27th, and it is after 9 o'clock at night. I got home from work just a little while ago, and I wanted to show you a couple things that I picked up at my work on sale, and that will be the end of this video. So as I said, it is Tuesday, January 27th, and I have noticed at work, whenever I come downstairs from the lunchroom and walk over towards my department, I keep seeing this display of Compliments brand salsa. The Big C Compliments, that is the store brand. And a lot of people comment and say, you know what, Sobeys is such an expensive grocery store chain. And it's more expensive than Superstore and other places and what have you. And you know what, in a lot of ways, for a lot of our regularly everyday priced items, yes, Sobeys can be more expensive than some other stores. However, a lot of our sales are just as good, if not better, than Superstore and other stores too. You have to know your prices. Now, what I normally buy for salsa is usually I buy the President's Choice brand at Superstore. I believe it used to be $3.29 for the same size of bottle as this, and it has gone up to $4.50. I just checked last night when I was in Superstore picking up other things. The same brand of same size of jar of salsa, the President's Choice, so store brand of Superstore, has gone up from $3.29 in the last couple of years to $4.50. These ones, this is Compliments brand, which is Sobeys store brand. These are on sale right now. They're on a 4-week price lock at $3.99. So instead of buying the PC brand at Superstore, same size of bottle, for $4.50, I could get these for $3.99. And that is before my 10% off, my staff discount. So I stocked up. I have 1 jar on the go of the President's Choice salsa in the fridge right now. I have 1 more jar downstairs on my pantry shelves that is past its best before date, but not, you know, it's still fine. It'll still be okay. And another one that expires later this year. So I grabbed 5 of these because the expiry date or the best before date on these is not, they're good until April 28th of 2027. So normally for a family of 3, I wouldn't buy 5 jars of salsa. But these are good until April of 2027. They're good for basically 15 months from now. And they're cheaper than at Superstore. Even taking my staff discount out of the equation, simply just factoring in same size of jar, $4.50 at Superstore, $3.99 at Sobeys, just that alone is a good savings. But it's $3.99 at Sobeys, but for me it's 10% cheaper than that. So I stocked up. I got 5. This will probably last the better part of this year, I would imagine, because I do have 2 more jars downstairs. Like I said, one is slightly past its best before date, and the other one is good until this year. So I basically have 1 on the go in the fridge, and now we'll have 7 in reserve. So even if we go through 1 a month, which we aren't likely to, I mean, we don't go through a ton of salsa, but I like it just to make nachos, just for dipping chips in, or when I make a 9x13 pan of taco dip, that takes pretty much a whole jar of salsa right there too. So I just took advantage of this price lock sale and our staff discount and decided to stock up. This will last us probably at least half a year, maybe longer. And then the other thing that's on sale this week are strawberries. These containers are $2.99 for 1 pound container. That's pretty good for the middle of winter here in Manitoba. That's actually not a bad price. Usually during the winter months our produce prices are crazy, and some have been, but this I thought wasn't too bad of a deal. So let me show you how this all broke down. Here's the prices on the salsa. There's the strawberries, $2.99 each. My staff discount was $2.62. I earned 5 points in the produce department. I was out of pocket $23.59 for this. And again, I could have probably redeemed some points, but I am trying to save my Scene Plus points up all year, if at all possible. I did have a tiny bit left on a gift card, 35 cents. It's not much, but I applied that. So I'm actually out of pocket. Like, my total was $23.59, but after I used the 35 cents on the gift card, you know, again, just might as well use it up. I'm out of pocket $23.24 for this. So I earned the 5 points. I'm at 10,313 Scene Plus points, not including the 5 I earned tonight. So yeah, I'm still at the $100 mark of Scene Plus points. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I know it's kind of lots of little bits and pieces and bibs and bobs here and there. There's little snippets and segments here and there. Just little fill-in things that I've picked up over the last week or two. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are enjoying or appreciating finding ways to find sales, save points, redeem points. You know, I'm hoping that you find these informative. Maybe it's only informative to me, I don't know, but I quite enjoy watching grocery haul videos, whether they are from Americans or fellow Canadians or what have you. And I'm hoping that some of you enjoyed this as well. If you did, do leave a comment down below and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And make sure you're subscribed. I get paid later this week, and I'm fully hoping and intending to do a grocery shop maybe on the weekend sometime. So do make sure you're subscribed and your notification bell is turned on, because there should be a bi-weekly grocery haul upcoming in the next several days or so. Hope everybody's having a great week, and yeah, have a good week. Stay warm wherever you are. We are right in the middle of a cold snap here in Manitoba, so stay warm wherever you are, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you soon.